Okay, class. So for the last part of our presentation regarding the perpetual inventory system and the periodic inventory system. So, diba, nasa accounting for merchandising business na tayo. So, let's now proceed with the difference or analysis of the differences between the periodic and perpetual inventory system in recording transactions. So, dito, tinabular form ko na, yung differences between periodic and perpetual. And nakalatag dito yung different transactions na pwede nyong gamitin pag re-recall every time na gusto nyong balikan yung recording process ng mga business transactions pertaining to merchandising business. So, first transaction, every time na may acquisition of merchandise or purchase of merchandise, kay periodic, we are debiting the acquisition of merchandise, we debit it to purchases and we credit it to accounts payable. Kay perpetual, hindi pwede gumamit ng purchases account. That's why, kay perpetual, imbis na purchases, merchandise inventory yung ginagamit natin na yung dinedebit natin every time na nagkakaroon tayo ng acquisition of goods. Kasi nga, di ba, under perpetual, monitored mo yung galaw ng inventories. And under perpetual, again, lagi tayong nag-e-establish ng cost of goods sold na account every time na nagkakaroon tayo ng sales transaction. So, number 2, payment of freight charges. Under periodic, we debit it to freight in and credit it to cash. But, kay perpetual, freight in hindi pwede gamitin. That's why, lahat ng hindi pwedeng gamitin kay periodic inventory, ang pinapalit natin ay merchandise inventory na account title. So, that's why kay perpetual inventory system, nakadebit yung freight in ay kay merchandise inventory and nakakredit ay kay cash. Kasi nagbayad tayo ng delivery fee. Number 3, every time na may returns, return of defective merchandise bought on account, allowances granted by seller on account. Ito ay point of view ni buyer pa rin itong comparison na to. So, or issue debit memo to seller for merchandise returns. So, syempre kapag tayo si buyer, nagsoli tayo ng inventory, again, bababaan natin si accounts payable natin or yung utang natin and we credit it to purchase returns and allowances. But class, purchase returns and allowances together with purchases and purchase discounts, makailang ulit ako kasama si freight in, hindi siya pwedeng gamitin pagdating kay perpetual. That's why, si purchase returns and allowances, pinalitan ulit natin ng merchandise inventory. So, under perpetual, debit accounts payable and credit merchandise inventory. Sa point of view ni buyer. Next, payment of account within discount period. So, kay periodic, we are still allowed to use purchase discount account title for any cash discounts taken. So, debit accounts payable, kung magkano yung utang talaga natin, then credit natin kay cash ay yung bawas na nung cash discount or nung purchase discount na na-avail natin. So, credit purchase discount, credit cash. Kay perpetual, itong purchase discount na to, hindi na yan pwede gamitin. Ano na ang papalit natin? Merchandise inventory. So, ganun din naman, debit accounts payable, credit cash, but this time credit, instead ng purchase discount, credit ng merchandise inventory. Next, number 5, transaction. Sale of merchandise on account. So, debit accounts receivable and credit sales, pwedeng gumamit ng sales returns and allowances, sales discount. Pwede gumamit ng mga yan, mapa-periodic man or perpetual. That's why, kung makikita nyo, yun din yung entry niya dito. But, nagkaroon lang ng additional entry for the cost of goods sold or cost of sales. Kasi every time na nakakabenta tayo, may lalabas na inventory. So, may movement ng inventory, diba? So, kailangan natin ma-monitor yun, i-record natin. So, debit cost of sales and credit merchandise inventory. Kasi lalabas na si inventory sa atin, pupunta na kay buyer. So, yan na. Every time na may sales transaction under na kay perpetual, laging dalawa ang entry. Isa para dun sa receivable at isa para dun sa galaw nung inventory. Ang accounts receivable and sales, they are always recorded at selling price. Pero itong cost of sales, And merchandise inventory, they are always recorded using cost or at cost. Okay? Next. Number 6, receive defective merchandise bought on account or allowances granted to buyer on account sales. Issued credit memo to buyer for merchandise returns. So, class, kay periodic, perpetual, sales returns and allowances, pwede gamitin. Kaya ito yung entry. Debit SRA, credit accounts receivable. Since nag-solly sa atin si buyer, bawasan natin yung receivable natin sa kanya. Ganon din dito kay perpetual. Pero since may papasok ulit na inventory sa atin at hindi ulit natin benta yun, ibalik natin kay inventory account, alisin natin kay cost of sales. Kaya ito yung kanyang additional entry. Debit merchandise inventory and credit cost of sales. So, yan. Dalawa ulit ang entry natin. Basta every time na may movement ng inventory, yung analysis nyo dun sa business transaction, lagi nyo ipapakita siya sa records pagdating kay perpetual inventory system. Kasi diba under perpetual inventory system, ilang ulit na ulit si ma'am, ulit-ulitin natin, monitored yung galaw ng inventories nyo. So, from time to time, alam mo kung magkano inventories on hand mo. Unlike kay periodic na at the end of the period pa nagko-compute ng cost of sales, dun pa lang malalaman kung magkano yung merchandise inventory ending. Next. Number 7, collection of account within discount period. So, debit cash, debit sales discount, at credit accounts receivable. Same yan, mapa periodic at perpetual. Same. Okay, ganun din naman kapag collection of account nalampas na sa discount period, di ang mangyayari nun, debit cash, credit AR. Same lang din dito kay perpetual. Okay. Next. So, difference in recording owner's investment and withdrawal of merchandise under the periodic and perpetual systems of inventory. So, number 1, initial investment. Kapag nag-invest ng merchandise, edi same lang naman yung entry niya, mapa periodic and perpetual, debit merchandise inventory and credit kay capital. Number 2, additional investment. So, syempre kay periodic, debit purchases every time na may acquisition of inventory, diba? Pero kay perpetual, directly debit it to merchandise inventory. Number 3, temporary withdrawal, or owner is anticipating profit in the business and has the intention of returning the amount of withdrawn. So, debit owner drawing, then credit purchases. Pero kay perpetual, debit owner capital and credit merchandise inventory. And number 4, permanent withdrawal. Ibig sabihin, wala nang intention si owner to return the amount withdrawn. So, kay periodic, capital, credit purchases. Kay perpetual, capital and merchandise inventory. Class, kay periodic kasi kapag temporary withdrawal, sa drawing mo muna siya ilalagay. Pero kay perpetual, mapa temporary, mapa permanent, kita nyo naman, si capital ang ginagamit na account title. Dinidirectly debit sa kanya yung mga withdrawals. So, yun lang naman. So, that ends our discussion on accounting for merchandising using the periodic and perpetual inventory system. If there are any question, feel free to send me a personal message on Messenger or even here in ULMS. So, sagutin ko na lang siya. Or during our live synchro, pwede nyong itanong kay ma'am yun. Basta, i-take down nyo lang siya, i-note nyo lang sa inyo para hindi nyo makalimutang itanong sa akin, okay? So, by next discussion ay accounting for freight. Still part yun ng accounting for merchandising. Then later on, balikan natin si accounting for service. Ibang presentation ulit sa kanya. Bye!